But unless you've been away all day hunting arrowheads in Arizona, you already know that Tim Duncan this morning announced his intentions to stay in San Antonio and re-sign with the Spurs.
Celebrating tonight after the Spurs' Tim Duncan committed to re-sign with the team. But the Spurs front office couldn't celebrate for long. They went right back to work to add some more free agent pieces to the puzzle.
It's a formula that has worked before. The opportunity is there to do it once again. And what's there not to love about San Antonio? The fans, the best in the league. A new arena on the horizon. And the cornerstone of the franchise wearing silver and black, maybe the best duo to ever play in the NBA. The reason that this group remains largely intact, above all, the setting is there to win it all again. Last season's attempt to defend the NBA championship was dealt a blow before it even started. In the fall of 1999, Sean Elliott went through a kidney transplant with the help of his brother Noel. All through his recovery, Sean was his old self and never ventured far from the team, always with one goal in mind. There were bumps in the road to recovery, but from the get-go, Elliott made his intentions very public. He was going to make it back to playing shape.
I didn't go anywhere. Call it whatever you want to call it, comeback or I don't know, a reappearance, whatever you want. I'm just anxious to get out there and try to perform.
For 3 months, Sean took a courtside seat for the games. While he was an instant success with the fans, the broadcast table was still too far away for his taste.
It's just starting now to really be disheartening every time we lose. I know it'd be tough. I think for me to really get away from the losses now, I'd have to say that's it. I retire. I'm not going to play anymore, and then I could take the wins and the losses a lot. I could handle them a lot better.
Ever since Sean first put on his Spurs uniform, the city has had a love affair with number 32. And having Sean as part of the TV team was something special, if not unforgettable.
That's like having the keys to somebody's house, nobody's home, and they've laid all the fine china out for you to take. I see somebody's jockstrap on the three-point line. He faked him out of everything, left him buck naked out there.
This is an ongoing story, but for Sean and the Spurs, it would have to wait. While Sean addressed his health problems, the team tried to go about their business, and early on looked strong, surging to a 13-3 opening month record. The addition of Terry Porter was tremendous as he proved to be a catalyst in the clutch.
Porter got his man out of position. 3 for 3. Good!
Never mind the bullseye on their heads for the sake of being the defending champs. The Spurs went all season dodging the injury bug, oftentimes unsuccessfully. With the Midwest Division title still attainable, the Spurs had to piece together their lineup on certain nights. Duncan even missed the first games of his NBA career. But the one constant all season was the remarkable play of David Robinson.
It's a young player moves all the way around. David Robinson.
Always a premier defender, the Admiral reminded the league and the fans that he was at one time the NBA scoring champ and could score with finesse or force when called upon.
I have to be a lot smarter now. I'm using the hook shot a lot more now, where I never used it really before. I'm facing up and shooting the jump shot and driving a little bit. I mean, it's just a different mix now. I'm finding myself in different places in the offense. 6 years ago, I knew I was going to get the ball a lot, so I could kind of pick and choose my spots. Now I've got to kind of create my own spots.
David and Tim represented the Spurs at the All-Star game in Oakland. Duncan became the second Spur to be named the game's MVP. His 24 points and 14 rebounds earned him co-MVP honors with Shaquille O'Neal.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Daniels trying to run out ahead. Got the ball. Oh! Shot by Antonio Daniels. What a three.
Now goes out Ida Porter. 5 seconds left. Terry, baseline, around Wesley, shoots, scores! Terry Porter, 22-footer to give the Spurs a 2-point lead. Van Horn, who drives, hands to Marbury, blocked by Duncan, picked up by Terry Porter, and the Spurs are going to win tonight's game at the very end.
It's the double. Clock at 3, 2. Weber, good defense. Walker got the dunk in before the clock sounded.
Daniels entra, busca, lo rechaza Daniels y Duncan. Y aquí vienen los Spurs. Daniels a la canasta, canasta y raya.
Takes it down the lane for a layup, no good. Tapped in by Dial. Derek Dial went up and tapped it in.
Richmond getting well off the ground, trying to distract him. It goes to Duncan. Duncan trying to tie the game. Duncan with 2.2 to go. He ripped it with a left hand. What a play by Tim Duncan.
Sean gets the screen from Duncan, drives down the lane, inside slam dunk. Sean Elliott elevates down the lane and jams it. And the Spurs lead 56-53, and they are standing in the dome.
There was never a doubt that this team was ready to go. However, at the midway point, the team was in the middle of the pack in the West. It was clear that something was missing. And on Tuesday, March 16th, they got what they were looking for.
As expected, fans of the Silver and Black showed their love and support for one of their own. Sean's welcome back party didn't take long to tip off. In fact, his first game back, Sean was in the starting lineup. And moments later, Sean stepped on the Alamo Dome court for the first time this season as a player, not a spectator.
Just excited for him. It's a big night, and he's worked for this. He's worked very hard. It's inspiring for a lot of people. You can look around. There's a big crowd, and they're not here to watch the Hawks, I'll tell you that.
Also lending support was Sean's mom and his brother Noel, who came all the way from Arizona to see Sean play. While Sean's health is priority number one, doing what he loves to do is also important.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about 11 or 12. Very important. I don't look for anything other than just knowing the fact that my brother's okay.
The Spurs responded to Sean's return by finishing the season with a dominating 6-1 mark, and along the way, securing home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. However, with 5 games to go, one play, one twist of the knee pretty much sealed the fate for the defending champs. When the Spurs won the title in 1999, it was a byproduct of a near-injury-free season. 2000 was not as generous, and the Spurs paid the price with an early exit from the playoffs. It was now time to regroup. With a slew of free agents up for renewal, this team could have gone in several different directions. One decision helped pave the way for one of the best off seasons in team history. Tim Duncan was the talk of the town when the free agent market opened, and San Antonians rallied to make sure he knew how much he meant to the community. It took only 10 days in July to make his decision. Duncan was to remain a Spur.
Tim, is it true your love for authentic Mexican food played a role in this decision?
That was actually, you hit it right on the head. I think we have a great opportunity with Dave and myself, of course, being the core of the whole thing, and us having done it before. And I think with free agency in the summer and being able to pick up some key free agents would be great for us and give us another opportunity to go out there and try to do it again.
He loves to screw with me. The guy just loved to see me twist. So every chance I get, I do the same thing, I have to admit. But I thought it was great when some of the businesses in town and the people started to create the groundswell. Because no matter how you look at it, that makes anybody feel good. And I did think it was important, you know, although we weren't going to try and duplicate 200,000 people on a Riverwalk during the championship. That would be hard to do. It was good, I think, for Tim and Amy to know that the city felt as warmly toward them as they did.
With Tim and David in the fold, the foundation is set for the coming years. And while the Spurs are building their team for a time to come, the organization has been feverishly working on the plans for their new home, the SBC Center.
3, 2, 1, 0. It is official.
The ground has been broken at the Freeman site, and the plans have been refined. This new home will be the perfect venue for one of the elite teams in the NBA. The state-of-the-art 18,500-seat arena will truly have something for everyone and will open in the fall of 2002.
When we scored, the crowd got so riled up that it shook the building.
The playoffs, big games, always the crowd became a factor.
That family atmosphere that the arena brings is something that, you know, I really think people are going to really just rave about. You know, you're really going to have an opportunity to be right down, being a part of the game.
Well, certainly our vision is to create something for everybody. We can have concerts, we can have hockey, we can have WNBA, all kinds of sporting events, whether they're amateur or professional. And I think it's just going to be so great for us.
What the new SBC Center brings to San Antonio is the ability to host more events. We are going to have more family entertainment, family-priced entertainment in the new SBC Center.
I know that our guys have been very diligent going around and trying to see what they liked about different arenas. I've seen management in different cities going through these arenas during the day and making sure that they're taking elements that they like.
We really looked at Hemisphere Arena and what happened in that building when we had a game, we had an activity. The building shook. People were on top of the action. The players could feel the fans there. We really wanted to design a building that was intimate enough that that feeling came back to our players in the events in that building, that people knew that they were in an arena and they were united with the community and cheering for their team. And that played a great part in the design process.
I really think, you know, our fans in San Antonio is going to really love our new arena, and I really think it's going to bring back a lot of memories of what it used to be in the Hemisphere Arena.
For the time being, the Alamo Dome is still home sweet home. It was the site of the team's biggest triumph and could very well be again with the makeup of this year's squad. On the heels of Duncan's re-signing, the Spurs landed their #1 free agent choice, Derek Anderson. The former Kentucky Wildcat will be going into his 4th season in the league after stops with the Cavs and the Clippers. He's 6'5" and brings speed and a solid jumper to the team's 2-guard spot.
I think it's important, as I've told all of you before, for our fans to realize that from day one, this is the individual that we wanted to get here of the free agents that were not our free agents. Derek Anderson was our primary choice from day one. And it was because he's a heck of a player. He's going to make us a better basketball team, but it was more than that. He fits.
You got guys down low. Avery Johnson and Antonio's going to give me the ball when I'm in open court so I can do my thing. And I think when you put everybody together, everybody has a role to play. And I think in this situation, I just come into a place where I fit that role that needs to be played. And I'm just happy that I'm here and it's going to work that way.
Pop rounded out the free agent frenzy with the signing of Danny Ferry. The 11-year vet brings scoring ability off the bench, thus giving the Spurs serious depth. Duncan and Anderson may have stolen the headlines during the summer, but a couple of players helped complete this team. The point guard duo of Avery Johnson and Antonio Daniels re-upped in August. What can we say about A.J.? The little general has been the glue to the team for some time now. His experience and leadership have been vital to the Spurs' success since he took over the job full-time in 1994.
Avery has Kenny Anderson.
His cohort at the point is A.D., Mr. Highlights.
Daniels with the drive. Going down the lane. To the goal. Slam dunk and a foul. He's jammed it over Gatlin.
Daniels. He's got Davis behind him. Oh! He won't use him. What a rip. Over the 7-3. Well, I'm right here.
We've seen Antonio mature in his previous 2 seasons here, and he brings the elements of the new style point guard to the team. A playmaker and a finisher who's been learning to run the team from one of the best. Of all the moves the Spurs have made, the one that didn't happen may prove to be vital. Just a year removed from his kidney transplant surgery, Sean Elliott is ready to go. The 2-time All-Star must still treat his condition with concern. However, he's proven to everyone that he's back and can be a major contributor to a team that is considered a top contender for the NBA championship. If the championship season of 1999 was just a dream, then last year must have been a mirage. That was no way a reflection of the talent that team had. We all now know, though, to put together a title run, you've got to have a little luck. Luck to avoid injuries. So the roster is set. It's a deep one and a very healthy one. Join us at the Dome. Opening night, it's Halloween night. Be with us for the matchup with the Eastern Conference champion, Indiana Pacers.